Anyways, ever since I started working at home, I've noticed that my computer is starting to act normally, and it'll go to sleep when I tell it when I leave it on at night. It Inbox dollars put their functions back on for my account, like they can take functions off at from individuals' accounts. Um, and believe it or not, this is um, debt collectors being lazy. As you know, I do owe debt in 2005, a year, 2006, a year after I left college in 2005. Um, I had a job at Fry's where I was planning on on paying off my debt. And how the criminal justice system works here is they pursue you and they breach the contract before you can pay off your debt. They basically try to destroy you. Um, and even though the contract will say you have 5 years, 3 years, whatever to pay off your debt, they will disrupt that. Believe it or not. And the proof I have is in the pudding. In 2006, I strictly remember me getting fired from um, Fry's through a breach of contract. The contract said, blah blah blah, this and that. If you get fired if you get fired illegally, like whatever, it's in the printing. It's a part of business in the U.S. You can't get fired for something unaffiliated with your job. For instance, if you work on the floor and your job has to do with a driver's license, you can't get fired. Well, that's exactly why I got fired. Is I had a reckless driving charge in 1998 or something, uh, and I got fired for that. They did some background checks, and then they pinpointed something that was mentioned on their contract that you can't do that they did. This wasn't them. They were getting directions from an outside source. And then, come later, like way later, in 2011, I think, this guy, this Asian dude who I suspect is an agent, um, this guy's, uh, my debt climbed because I decided not to pay the other half of it. All it was 11,000 that I had to owe, but no. Anyways, my debt climbed, and this guy managed to live with us, and my mom and I broke into his room, and yes, he was an FBI PBI, so he had an active FBI PBI card. His name's Elena Solomon and Puma, and he supposedly wrote a book. He's from Africa, and once again, a CIA agent. Like if you owe a few grand, that's grand larceny to them. But did I owe a few grand? I mean, they stopped the payment process. They breached the contract. That's that's signing out on their contract. So did I get messed up? I think uh, they have some bigger problems on their hands now, like planes falling out of the sky. They have some. I would say now they have some depth issues. Yeah, yeah.